I guess I'll wait a little bit before I actually get everything started. And I just realized I have to change the title. Hold on. Okay, for anyone that's coming in, this is just a repeat of, okay, the title is just a repeat of, was it of what I had last time. I gotta change it. Right. So, before I get on with this, I just want to let everyone know who is watching and who is probably going to watch this later on. Just know that what I'm going to talk about is not coming from hate, and it is not coming from a mind that was just filled with so much frustration. Just know that what I'm saying is not meant to go after anyone. And for those who are watching this, I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, that was it. Anyway, so okay. So a lot of things have been happening recently, and I don't want to go into too much detail with it because already a lot of people are suffering from my decisions and my thoughts, and I don't want to do it any more than I have to. I, I just, and I even said this in my head. Without like dwelling on it for so okay, well, not dwelling, but like without like without like turning this into like a rant video, just know that, like I said, I don't hate anyone that I may be mentioning indirectly or may say their name. I don't hate them. It's just a lot of things have been happening recently, and I've it's it's hard. It really is. But anyway, just to get on with the hold on. All right. For those who don't know about for those who don't really know about this, or again what was or again who just clicked on this video because you ended up finding it, I have a very very hard time trusting people. And a lot of it has to do with my past and how I was manipulated and all that shit, and that never left me. So whenever I meet someone new, I I usually give them this time frame without like really saying anything. And that time frame is usually very very long. And what I mean by very long, I mean by that it takes me months. It takes me years even to trust someone. And and even though it may seem like I do trust you in the beginning, I don't really. I just see like I just come off as nice because because that's how I was raised, and how that's like it's just it's in my nature to be nice to people. I've been raised to be respectful, all that. And but as I said, I've a lot of shit happened in my life, and I don't want to go too deep into it. But the point of the matter is, but the point of the matter is, if it seems like I'm not like trusting you or some sort, it may be because of the fact that you're still within the time frame, or was it and it was it or I just have a very bad feeling. And it was and it was and I know there's going to be some people who are going to say, well, don't was it well, why are you judging people so early often if you haven't really talked to them or stuff like that. Like I said, I can't help but not trust people for a long time. And it was and usually it was it but was it anyway. That time frame though can be shortened or or lengthened. It really just depends on it. Like it really just depends on how I feel about the person or what the person has done within like the time I've known them. And it was it that like that doesn't mean like that does not mean that I will instantly look at them, think they're okay, and then next day I trust them. No, it wasn't. No, it's not like that. It takes me to if I end up lessening, not lessening, that was like shortening the time frame. It's gonna be a month, maybe even 2 months. But when it comes to lengthening the time frame, that usually takes a like was it okay, that can go up to a year as the minimum. It was it the maximum I've ever set it to was 3 years. And it was and I know that sounds like a long long time for me to try to like get used to them or even like trust them or anything. I know that's a long time, but like I said, it was a, I either like I only shortened the time frame or lengthened the time frame depending on how I feel about the person and how and what the person has done for however long I've known them. And the reason why I'm saying this right now is because is because of a lot of shit, but we'll get to it. Recently, recently there's been something like going on between some of the members of the Fighters Alliance. Again, I am not going to mention their name, even though they know who they are. I'm not gonna mention their name. The point of the matter being is that something happened, and I just, I come, I just, it's very hard to explain this without like without making it look like that they're the bad guys or I'm the bad guy just because hey, it's the Fighters Alliance. A lot of people, like a lot of the people that are sub to me happen that wasn't know or are fans of the people that are in that group. So just it was just the point it was it okay, I'm gonna say it again. I don't hate any of the people that's in the Fighters Alike group. I never did. But and it was it but again, something happened, and don't ask me or any of them what happened. This is a private matter, and I'm only talking about this because I'm going to take another hiatus. And it was it from everything, from you. Was it from making videos, from streaming on both? It was well, not really Mixer, but I don't really stream on there anymore. So yeah, but was it? But yeah, I'm not gonna be making videos for a while. I'm not gonna be streaming for a while. I'm just just the point is again, I'm not gonna do anything with my channel for a long time. And I've already decided that it was that I won't be back until most likely December. And yeah, that's a long time frame, but I need time to myself. I it was it a lot again. A lot of things have been happening recently, not just with the Fighters Alliance, but a lot of things happen in my personal life. I'm trying to get all my like myself ready for college. I'm I recently got something to help me out with it, and I'm also going on vacation soon. And at the same time, I have more stuff for college that I have to take care of, and if I want to, and if I want to like succeed and stay in my scholarship, I have to promote like my focus on college. So it was, and the only reason why this is going until December is because that is when the semester ends. But anyway, so yeah, so anyway, so here's the point. I'm gonna be taking a hiatus for 4 months, which also means that the extortion comic is definitely going to be postponed. I wanted to release it. I really wanted to release it this month, but because of what happened between was it between some of the members with the Fighters Allied and all this, and again, college is soon, and I forgot that I'm going on vacation. Because of all those factors, I can't release it in the middle. Like, I can't release it this month. I might, like, and I was thinking I might be able to release it in September, but that might not happen. So the date is definitely going to be moved to like the winter of 2019 and 2020. It really just depends if college will be nice to me. So, it wasn't so it wasn't so again, just it wasn't so again, just okay, again, to everyone that's okay, to everyone that's gonna watch this once I'm done, like once I put an end to the stream, please do not spread hate to to the people in the Fighters Alike group. I may not trust them at all. I may not. Okay, they may have lost my trust, and it was and they have and was and what happened recently really it was like really frustrated me, and they lost their chance. I am willing to make it up to them, and and also to the people that I said that I probably am not. I I I had to think about it because I can be a little too harsh sometimes. And it was it but I it was and although that it's hard for me to not be harsh, I understand that I intimidate people sometimes, and again, I don't mean to, but it's literally the way I act. Like I literally cannot help but be the way that I am. If I intimidate you, then then I'm sorry, but that's not gonna change because again, it's a part of me. I can it was it I was like I okay, I'm not saying I was raised to be intimidating, but the way that I was raised, it makes it look like I am. But in reality, I'm just your average person. I'm literally just your average person, just trying it was like trying to have a one-on-one conversation with you, or all that. Now, what was it now? Another thing about okay, a couple more things before I do end this. I do want to mention that I was it that was about the whole chance thing. I don't give people a lot of chances. I really don't. And it was it legit. I really don't give people a lot of chances. It's either you keep doing okay. It's either you lose it or you keep it. And if you keep your chance, then you're in good working shape, and we'll most likely still be friends, or even best friends, or maybe acquaintances, or all that shit. If you lose your chance, it's very, very difficult to get another one Was it because unlike some other people who made like feel bad for you just because it was like just because you did this and you didn't realize. I don't care. I really don't care if it was if you didn't know or not. You still lost your chance. And and if you want it back, you have to prove it to me. Like you really have to 100% prove to me that you're willing to receive another chance. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because I it was it is because I am going to do this with the people that have, you know, they know who they are. And I am was in the way that it's okay, it's again, it's really hard for me to like say what I'm trying to say, especially since I have music on and I don't know why, especially since I'm gonna be copyrighted. But you know what? Was it? Hold on. I gotta write something. Okay, was it? Okay, sorry about that. But it was it. But okay, it was okay. Just okay. The point of the matter being, was it okay? You know what? Fucking, I'm just gonna say their names because was it because like I rather say it now while I still have the chance than not say it all, and then people are gonna be wondering and then people are gonna be wondering like who the hell am I talking about? So aside from a couple people that have helped me through this, which they won't be mentioned, but they know who they are. But for everyone else, Desi, Savvy, Mark, Zane, Corey. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, just one sec. Can my foot stop falling and going the fuck to sleep, please? Please. What am I talking about? I took anatomy for fuck's sake. I should know not to do this. Okay. Anyway. All right. Here it is. For those who know who they are, but I'm gonna say your names anyway. Just it was again just so that way people know what the hell's going on. And I'm putting my trust in everyone who's gonna watch this to not go fucking crazy and then start making a big deal out of it. Because if I find out that y'all are going to make this a big deal just because an important part of the member left because it was it because of something that really frustrated me. If I find out that that's gonna happen, I'm not gonna be happy. And because seriously, regardless of how old you are on this channel, it's common sense to not start a riot over something like this. It's something that can be fixed. It's something that can just be. It's something that you can. Was it that we can handle this and we can contain this if we act if we act like adults, regardless of how old you are. If you act like was it if please just do me a favor while I'm gone. Please just do me this favor and don't start an up. What was it? Don't start a wildfire to something that you only know my side of the story. And so granted you still may be curious, but please don't ask me or the people that I'm going to mention. This is literally all I'm asking from everyone who's watching this now, and for anyone who's going to tune into this when they either wake up or when they get out of work or school or all that. Anyway, so to the people that dug their own graves, this goes to Desi, Corey, Roxas, Mark, Zane, Katie, Savvy, Kath, and even to the person that I thought would tell me this regardless, Elijah. Even though y'all fucked up big time, like really fucked up big time, I'm willing to be nice. And for the 4 months I'm on hiatus, plus the 6 months that I'm not gonna talk to y'all. This is the last time that I'm gonna talk to y'all for 6 months. So you better hear me out, and you better listen to what Shiki said, because you're not gonna like you're not gonna like if you don't do this. If you guys, all of y'all, can really, really fucking prove to me to the point I will consider giving you guys a second chance. If you can do that within the 6 months that I'm giving y'all, I'll consider coming back and talking to you guys. If you don't, or if you break my trust again, we're done. Permanently. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. I'm done dealing with this bullshit. It's not hard to just come up to me and tell me what's wrong. It's really not that hard. And again, this is going for Elijah. You may be my brother in spirit, but out of all the people that could have at least said something when this all started, I really would have expected it to be you. And not Cheeky. I really was hoping that it would have been you to tell me this. But instead, you fucked up. I may love y'all, but again, this isn't me. I didn't do this to y'all. You did it yourself. I didn't dig this grave up for you. You did. And ignored the voice crack. Regardless, you did this to yourself, not me. I may be intimidating. Again, the fact that I intimidate y'all. I'm sorry, but that's just hilarious to me. Honestly. Yeah, but yeah, yeah. Again, I didn't do this. I didn't do this to y'all. I wasn't the one that tried to intimidate y'all. I didn't do this. You did this to yourself. And just know, I was holding it in. I really was. I really was trying to hold. I really was trying to hold in my anger. Because if I didn't, y'all would have been dealing with an entirely different beast. And that ain't a threat. That really is not a threat. I'm really being serious. And I'll be watching. I may not be talking to y'all, but I'll be watching. And one last thing before I do leave. Even if I do consider giving even if I do consider giving y'all a second chance, that does not mean that you have my trust again. And that's not and I'm only saying that because it's not gonna come was it because me giving y'all a second chance is not coming from pity. Again, y'all have to earn it. I don't give out free second chances over second chances over second chances over chance after chance after chance after chance. I don't give that for free. And it's real life. Y'all are almost all y'all are over 18. This is real life. You don't get things for free anymore. You have to earn it. Why do you think I'm living in the real world right now? I'm not living in that world anymore. I'm living in real life. And again, for those that are over 18, really, I'm actually really disappointed that again, y'all are over almost all of y'all are over 18 and you're still acting like this. It really disappoints me that was it that a majority of the time I have to be the one to take care of everything. And I wasn't it was and I know I said that I wasn't going to go too deep into this because I didn't want this to be like a really personal thing. But again, I'm only going to be here for I'm not going to be here for 4 months. And and again and again, I better not see that someone is starting shit when I'm saying this. Again, for the last and final time, I don't hate the people that I mentioned. I never did. I was just frustrated and disappointed with them that was it that because of their actions, this is how this is the result. And all of this could have been avoided. Really, all of this could have been avoided if you would have just spoke up. Seriously. Yeah, legit. Seriously. A few of you are 19. Like a couple of you are okay. Okay, a couple of you are 19 and almost the rest of you almost are over 20. And at the same time, some of y'all are in your teens. And and don't forget, I was literally a teen almost 10 I was still a teen 10 days ago. I was still a teen 7 days ago. And the fact that it came to this, that it was it that a 17/18-year-old was the more was the more responsible one out of all 22 of y'all. The fact that the fact that I had so much stress and so much pressure on me that I had to take care of so many people that are older than me because because of the fact that they can't really do it themselves. I'm only one person. I'm literally only one person that already has to deal with college, that already has to deal with the real world. I'm just one person. I can't do everything. But at least I tried to do everything. At least I actually made the effort to do everything. And again, the only reason why I'm telling you this is because I really want y'all to learn something. Just because something happened or that you have a disability or even the fact that you're younger than me, that does not mean that I'm going to still okay, just because of all those factors that does not mean okay, just because of all those factors and the fact that I've again done everything for 3 years, that does not mean that you can still put your weight on me, especially since y'all are getting older. And as I said, most of y'all are over 18. And you still depend on me for advice. And you still depend on me to teach y'all the right way when I've already done that. I've already done everything I can to teach y'all the right way to deal with things, the right way to go. I've done everything. Excuse me. And this is how I get repaid in return. Again, I've taught y'all everything. And I really believe that I deserve a break. And all that I was hoping for is that y'all took what I've done and actually it was and your way of repaying is to follow or at least listen to my teachings and then be your own person and follow them. I was really hoping that this is how I was repaid after the 3 years of torturing myself, of sacrificing every single thing for y'all. I was hoping that this is how I am being repaid. I really was hoping that that was my repayment. That what I've said and what I've done has taught y'all to live in the real world and be a better person in general. But again, after what just happened, I can see all of that was for nothing. I can see that everything that I've done, all the things that I said, all the sacrifices I made, and that was it, and that I stayed up past everything to make sure that y'all are okay and that y'all follow at least listen to what I'm saying and that you can take that and then and again be a better person. After all of that, I really feel like that my time was wasted. And again, y'all have 6 months. Y'all have 6 months to prove to me that you all will become a better person and realize that this is not the way. And that, again, you really listen to my advice. For the 3 years I've done this, I wish that y'all would really take the time to do all this. And if you're not willing to do that, because again, yeah, I'm still intimidating to y'all. I don't want to do this because I know that if I do or don't, then I'm not was it then the outcome might not be something that I'm gonna like. If you're still thinking that, get a grip. Seriously, get a grip on yourself. I really just hope to God that y'all are really willing to at least do this. Not just for me, or not even for me. I hope to God that y'all actually take what I'm saying and take what it was and take all of that with, again, the 3 years that I've done this. I hope to God that y'all actually take that, realize what you're doing, live in the real world, and become a better person within those 6 months. And if you do, then I'm willing to shorten it to when I come back in December. If not, I'm not sorry for what I'm gonna say if that happens. Anyway, that's everything. That's all the news. Like I said, this is the. Yeah, okay, like I said, this is the last time I'm gonna say this. Like, the very last time I'm gonna say this before I leave it off. Do not spread rumors about do not spread rumors about what just happened and between me and the Fighters of Light. Do not spread hate. Do not was it you've heard my side just a little bit. Y'all heard my side. Don't ask for more and don't do the same thing. And don't ask any of the other people that I mentioned. Don't ask them what happened. And finally, to all the people that I did mention that were in that group, you have 6 months. If you can't live in the real world, not my problem. Not my problem anymore. Goodbye.